Every year in October, something magical happens in the world of K-pop. Streets light up with LED billboards, cafes transform into themed sanctuaries, and entire cities come alive with music, posters, and art, all dedicated to one man, Park Jimin of BTS. Fans call it Jimtober. What began as a few fan projects years ago has now turned into a global cultural movement, a phenomenon so powerful that it rivals traditional holidays in its scale and emotion. From Seoul to New York, from Paris to Jakarta, Jimin's birthday on October 13th has become a worldwide festival of love, art, and unity. And this year, in 2025, Jimtober is shaping up to be the biggest celebration yet. Just weeks before October arrives, Jimin has already achieved a sweeping victory. First place in 8 major birthday polls across platforms like YouPick, iPop, and Podowall. Each of these wins unlocks large-scale fan projects, dazzling Times Square billboards in New York, massive LED ads across Asia, themed subway stations in Seoul and Tokyo, and even pop-up cafes where ARMY can gather and celebrate. This isn't just about popularity, it's about power. The power of ARMY, the loyalty of millions of fans, and the enduring impact of Jimin himself, who continues to inspire the world even after years of unprecedented fame, military service, and solo success. But how did Jimtober get here? And why does 2025 feel more emotional, more monumental than ever before? To understand Jimtober's power, you have to go back to the early days of BTS. In the group's formative years, birthdays were small, fan-led events, banner projects at concerts, small birthday ads in Seoul, and social media hashtags. Jimin's soft vocals and charismatic performances quickly earned him a devoted following, and each October, fans worked together to celebrate him in bigger ways. By 2016, Jimin's birthday hashtags were trending globally on Twitter, sometimes overtaking world news. By 2018, fans were funding subway ads, LED billboards in Hongdae, and digital posters in Gangnam. In 2020, even as the pandemic raged, Jimtober went digital with massive online fan art events and charity drives. Then, in 2022 and 2023, the celebrations went global. Fans in New York, London, and Tokyo began organizing billboard projects. In Manila and Jakarta, ARMY opened cafes and galleries filled with Jimin-themed drinks, desserts, and art. In Paris, an art exhibition honoring Jimin drew fans from across Europe. By 2024, Jimtober wasn't just a fan event anymore. It had become a worldwide cultural moment. But this year carries a different kind of weight. Jimin returned from military service in June 2025, alongside fellow BTS members. His comeback was marked with raw emotion. Fans saw a matured artist, one who had grown through silence, sacrifice, and self-reflection. His solo album Muse and its single Who had already solidified his place as one of K-pop's most successful soloists. But now, with BTS preparing for a 2026 comeback and world tour, Jimtober 2025 feels like a prelude to something historic. Every Jimtober is special, one fan wrote online, but this one feels like a homecoming. We missed Jimin so much during the military years, and now he's back. Celebrating him this year feels more emotional than ever before. It's not just fans who feel this. Media outlets in Korea and abroad are already reporting on the scale of preparations, noting how Jimin's victories in all 8 polls make this Jimtober unlike any other. Perhaps the crown jewel of these fan projects is the Times Square billboard in New York City. For years, Times Square has symbolized global recognition. Only the world's most influential celebrities and brands dominate its neon screens. But every October, Jimin's face lights up the center of Manhattan, thanks not to a corporation, but to his fans. In 2025, ARMY is taking it further. This year's project is expected to include 3D projections, interactive AR effects, and a live countdown to Jimin's birthday. Fans in New York are already organizing meetups to watch the display together, while international ARMY are planning to live stream the event so no one misses the moment. It's not just a billboard, a New York fan explained. It's a statement. When Times Square lights up for Jimin, the whole world pays attention. Beyond the billboards, Jimtober will once again take over cafes across Asia, Europe, and the Americas. In Seoul, special cafes are already being teased, featuring Jimin-themed drinks, cakes, and decorations. In Bangkok, a fan group is preparing a cafe that will host live dance covers and giveaways. Los Angeles fans are reportedly planning a West Coast Jimin cafe, giving American ARMY a chance to join in the global celebration. These cafes are more than just spaces. They're meeting points for fans who may never have met otherwise. One fan from Tokyo described it as, "Walking into a Jimin cafe feels like walking into a family reunion. We're strangers, but we're connected by him." What makes Jimtober truly unique isn't just the parties and billboards, it's the charity work. Every year, ARMY dedicates projects to social causes in Jimin's honor. In 2024, fans funded scholarships, donated to children's hospitals, and even planted forests in his name. This year, campaigns are already underway to provide clean drinking water in developing countries, fund educational programs, and support mental health initiatives worldwide. In many ways, this reflects Jimin himself, an artist known for his kindness, humility, and genuine care for others. Fans often say that Jimtober is not only about celebrating Jimin, but also about spreading the same love and compassion he shows to the world. As October nears, hashtags like #Jimtober2025 and Our Angel Jimin are already trending worldwide. ARMY is preparing flash mobs, digital art showcases, charity live streams, and synchronized fan projects across continents. But the question remains, will Jimtober 2025 become the biggest fan-led celebration in K-pop history? With 8 poll victories, a global network of fan projects, and the emotional weight of BTS's return from military service, the answer seems inevitable. This year, Jimtober isn't just a birthday. It's a festival, a homecoming, a love letter written by millions, shining brighter than any billboard. And as October 13th approaches, one thing is certain: the world is about to witness Jimin's greatest celebration yet. Every great tradition has a beginning. For ARMY, Jimtober didn't appear overnight. It grew from the quiet whispers of fans in the early years of BTS, blossoming into one of the most celebrated fan-led global events in music history. When Jimin debuted with BTS in 2013, he was the youngest member after Jungkook, known for his powerful dance skills and unique voice. At the time, birthdays were simple affairs. Fans might trend hashtags on Twitter or send small gifts to Big Hit Entertainment's office. But something about Jimin struck differently. His warmth, his vulnerability, his ability to pour raw emotion into performances, it created a deep personal bond with fans. By 2015, fans in Seoul were already organizing small-scale cafe events, hanging banners in subway stations, and pooling money to fund modest birthday ads. These first projects were local, often seen only by Korean fans, yet they planted the seed for something bigger. By 2017, BTS had exploded onto the international scene. Their Love Yourself era brought new fans from every corner of the world, and Jimin's birthday celebrations expanded beyond South Korea. Fans in Japan, China, Thailand, and the Philippines began holding synchronized events. It was in these years that Times Square in New York first lit up for Jimin's birthday. For ARMY, this was monumental. Jimin's face on the world's most iconic billboard meant their love had transcended borders. Social media erupted with pride as fans who couldn't be there in person gathered online to watch live streams of the ad. Jimtober had officially gone global. When the pandemic hit in 2020, many fan gatherings were canceled. Yet, rather than disappearing, Jimtober adapted. Fans shifted to digital celebrations, organizing massive online streaming parties, creating fan art exhibitions on Twitter, and funding charity projects under Jimin's name. Despite lockdowns, Jimtober continued to trend worldwide every October. Fans donated to hospitals, supported frontline workers, and raised funds for struggling communities. Jimin himself quietly acknowledged these efforts through Wever's posts, thanking ARMY for their love and compassion. By 2022, Jimtober had reached new heights. Fans in Seoul organized a drone show over the Han River, painting the night sky with images of Jimin's silhouette. In China, fans coordinated massive LED displays on skyscrapers. In Europe, art galleries dedicated to Jimin's career highlights appeared in Paris and Berlin. What began as birthday hashtags had transformed into a global cultural phenomenon.